So you're coming up to the Homefire, the heart of your home. So wow guys, it is quite big here. So CCTV and forklift, smoking not allowed, no authorised persons allowed on site, but there is a employees parking and main office, so we'll go and speak to the main office. There's a fire door open there, so technically I can go and speak to them. Ooh. Hi buddy.
Hey pal.
I wanted to fly the drone over and get some aerial shots
Right.
of your building and the other one there.
What's it for?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
See, we struggle with permission due to council permits.
Right.
Any
Okay.
video in on site,
I'll not be on site.
but the footage would be off our site, that's the problem.
Yeah.
There's a grey area for us and we can't accept.
And is that in your policy, is it?
Yeah, it's for our permits, mate, yeah.
For your permits, not
Yeah,
mine.
no, for us as a
Yeah,
business, as a company,
Yeah.
we can't have any due to the nature of our business and our council permits. There's restraints on us with photo, video.
Yeah, that's you guys, not me,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll be outside doing it, filming above. You know,
Yeah.
is that still not allowed, is it?
From our point of view, no, but you don't work for us.
Yeah, exactly. I don't work for you guys,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be doing it out there and round the other side, round the guy I've just spoke to, the lorry guy. I think he's the security that lets the lorries in.
Yeah. The way
Yeah, I just spoke to him, and he says come round here like and let you guys know.
It's a grey area for us, but you're not part of our company.
No, exactly. So I mean, what can you?
From our side, it's.
So what can you do about it if I do it? Nothing. Alright, okay. I mean, if you, the policy is for you guys, isn't it? It's not for me. It's not a policy that I have to follow or adhere to.
And I'm just standing from the company's point of view.
Yeah. Is he the boss? Is he?
No, I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's from what happens on site.
Right. Okay.
You're not an employee. You're not going to be on site. Because once we can't have you on site.
Yeah.
To the vehicles, that's all.
Yeah.
But it's not happening within our gates, is it? So.
No, it's going to be happening out there, probably there or the other part, because obviously I can get both.
Is if anything happens, just come here. If it drops, or I know it won't, so you obviously do it for regular.
Yeah, I do it a lot.
Just please come here and we'll get it. We don't want people wandering into the yard.
No, it won't fall. It won't fall. I've not had one yet. I've got to wait for the rain just to die down a bit anyway, because obviously they're not waterproof, unfortunately. I wish they were. No, they will make one, I'm sure.
Locally?
No, I'll go all over.
Right.
So I do it here. I did some more round the other side, but this place was shut at the time, so obviously I didn't bother. But I did some more down the way. Looked at Siemens' old building, you know, when Siemens was
I
there.
appreciate you asking. So
It's not an ask, it's more to let you know what I'm doing, mate.
Just a bit of respect.
But I'd rather let you know, and then obviously if you see it, you're not going to go, who the hell's that?
It's just, there's a grey area between what we do and the council permits that we're very strict on.
So what is that policy?
A lot of things, so it's footage to the outside based on what we do, our imports, exports. And
Oh really?
Yeah. Although we are only a fuel company, there's other sides.
Yeah.
So it's just how it.
So what do you actually do? Is it just make the fire starters and stuff?
Coal as well.
You make coal as well? You make it here, do you?
No, it's made at our other plant, but it's packaged here.
Ah, right, okay, so that's why you got a lot of lorries coming in and out. Fair enough.
So it's distributed nationwide.
Yeah, I've not been on the property, like I've only been and spoke to him.
That's all we ask.
And I'll go when I go back round. I'll just let him know that obviously I've spoke to you,
Yeah.
and then I'll come off and do my droning.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Hopefully rain stays off here anyway.
Well, I take it you know who I am, or you know what we're about.
No, no.
Okay, so we do auditing.
Right.
So how you talk to me
Yeah.
and how you don't talk to me goes on the video. How I can get out. So if I wanted to, I could go across the crom, look through the door, but can't go in the property, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. And then I can walk off. But that's all I'd do.
Yeah.
You know, if I stood there and looked in, that's the only thing I can do. I
Yeah.
can't actually go through that door, because then that's it's not sort of trespass, but I'm not going to do it because there's more plant materials. You know, I don't want to get because I'm not got no high vis and stuff like that in your factory.
Safety boots.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wearing trainers.
Yeah.
You know, and I've not packed it. I've just packed my drone. But yeah, I'll probably look in, but I'm not going in.
Right.
You're more than welcome to stand with me if you want, just until I get off
I
site.
would do purely based.
Yeah, come through. Come through.
I am in control of this site while our senior operatives are manager aren't here, so that's all it is.
Mate, it's fine. I'm not here to be a cunt.
Yeah.
So what is that big thing there? So I can put it.
That's our water container. So we recycle our own water for what we use it for. We keep our yard, let's say, out there moist all the time.
I did see that. I seen the sprayers.
We have to do that constantly, and obviously due to the cost of the water bill. What if you
Yeah,
run
yeah.
your tap constantly and your water bill is going to go? So we're in the same boat, and that's what we do.
I believe that's to keep the dust down, though, isn't it, for the local
That is
area?
for the council permits, to keep the neighbours happy as best we can, although that's very difficult.
Yeah. I bet you love it when it rains, though, don't you?
Yeah, it helps us out. But what we do is we have a filtration system, so any coal dust that gets brought down, well, all coal dust gets brought down because it's heavy anyway, so naturally down, drains away. We have a filtration system that will then...
So is that an open top then, is it?
It's closed top, it all comes
From your roofs?
And we have a drainage system that filtrates the coal dust out, so then we can recycle the coal dust back to our
Head off.
producer who makes it, which is at Immingham in Hull.
Yeah.
So our plant at Immingham, they compress it, they add ingredients, it's all eco-friendly.
I'm impressed.
Olive
I'm very
shells,
impressed.
coffee break, we do a lot of different varieties of, but we're driving the green, the eco side of it. But what we do by having our own filtration system is one, recycling the waste, also recycling water, it's the filtration system, cleaning water out, get pumped back in here as storage, and it means then we use very minimal from the main water lines.
Yeah, which saves money, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very clever idea.
But it's about the best we can do, to be fair.
Yeah, so have you got solar panels at top?
Not yet.
Not yet, but you are doing it.
There's always improvements to be made.
Yeah. What about car charging? Have you got them here?
We've got two. So
Two.
we have two vehicles that come on site.
Oh really?
Right.
Right. So at least you've got two there though. That's better than none,
We
isn't
have
it?
two. We're just not converting. We are changing
Yeah.
our hiring agreements with some of our vehicles. So we use a cherry picker regular for roof repairs. Anything else that might happen inside with the plant, we've just changed that from a diesel to an all electric vehicle.
Yeah.
Having charging point installed for more industrial scale.
Yeah.
So,
Can I have a look at this bit? I'm not going to go in, like I said. I'm not going to go in. I'm
so
not.
who is it year 4?
It's for YouTube.
So is it just a part of like a, let's say,
Education.
yeah.
Education.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
I do this because obviously, look, I'm not scared of showing my face.
No.
It's more this, look. If I come up to a door, it gets my reflection.
Yeah.
And then obviously I have to edit that out, if that makes
So it
sense.
saves
But
you
I've
a
got
bit of a-
but I haven't got no thing. Wow.
So this is just what we call the automation line. So
Okay.
we load the coal in the yard, the wet yard, bear in mind. We
Yeah,
load it
protected,
into a
isn't it?
giant hopper, it goes through a shaker, it gets rid of all the smaller chunks that will then be recycled yet again. Once we've done that, it goes through another belt and another shaker, another filtration system where it will then shake that out yet again until we get the correct size goals that we want to get made.
I take it you give the earplugs free of charge to the staff here then,
Obviously it's not ring, we're only on a single shift pattern at the minute. Once it comes through, it goes through what we call a multi-head system, which is all calibrated, and technically that is set to, like, you can go from 4 kilo, 7 kilo, 10 kilo, 20 kilo, 25 kilo bags. All your bags that you see, like you'll see these in your one stops, your B&Qs. So this is your bags there. They come through the calibrated multi-head. The program will then tell it when to drop.
Watch your back, mate. Someone's coming through.
Thank you. Here's that. Part of the time, part of the programs. It will then drop it, and this machine here is called foam fill and seal.
It's called a what?
Foam fill and seal.
Foam fill and seal.
So basically the roll will create around what we call those there, trouser leg. And it will come down there, it will form, it will heat seal it to give you that bag.
Yep.
Calibrated multi head will drop the coal. It will then seal it on top again. Go on a conveyor.
I'll stand there and have a look.
We have a robot there, so you can just see.
Oh, the arm. Yeah.
That then stacks onto pallets that are set programs of either 50 or hundreds.
Yeah.
It will then go down the line again. Once it's reached its desired amount, it stacks them perfectly square, so then we can stack in our warehouse. And then it will put a giant. You see the white film right over the other side. On
the actual bit. Yeah.
So that machine there is called a Lacamaya.
Okay.
And that's basically, you've seen the cellophane film around the pallets. Yeah. That's an automated machine that senses where the pallet gets there down the conveyor, comes down, it heats it, stretches it, puts it round.
Yeah.
When it lets go with the heat cooling down, it draws it in, it tightens all the pallet together.
Wow.
So then it can be safely stacked and then safely transported on the back of the
HGV. So what do you think? And I know what most people think about it, but obviously you deal with coal.
Yeah.
So what do you think to the idea of like the pits closing and stuff like that?
My dad was a miner.
Really? So what do you feel? Do you feel that it's suitable what we are doing now, or what we should be doing?
What I believe we're doing as a company is exactly what the country should be doing, which is moving with the times, with the eco-friendly side of it. We're incorporated. We have no coal ingredient in ours. It's all made from natural ingredients.
So it's like
molasses sugar binder to bind the ingredients together, naturally grown. Coal, so you get your coffee beans from your cost of your waste.
Oh really?
So we reuse waste. We do olive bricks. We use olive shells. And there's a new. I'd say chemically, but it's not chemical. They're all smokeless fuels.
Yeah. So do you make the blocks as well then, dear? Here.
So no, we don't make the bigger blocks.
Okay.
It's all
coal.
It all comes and it's pressed into shape. It's moulded.
Right, okay.
That's how it's as far away.
And I take it it acts just the same as a coal.
Absolutely, but there's no smoke, there's no emissions, there's no CO2.
Yeah.
And we were the first company to take that on.
Yeah, it's a big responsibility, isn't it?
But obviously, way back when these were old-fashioned coal merchants.
Yeah.
Bag and used to hand shovel it in.
Well, I remember back in the day when they used to the old coal guys used to have it on their shoulders, you know.
Yeah, you used to see your wagons and your
exactly. And I remember that.
They would supply them.
Yeah.
But like I say, as times have moved on, they moved in different directions. So they're really driving the green.
And how long have you been here?
I've only been here for a short amount of time.
Well, you know quite a lot for that, don't you?
I try it. So I've come from the steelworks, so I was in the steelworks for the last 15 years.
I did the audit there the other week. Yeah.
So,
in Rotherham Steel.
I was at Sheffield. I was at a company called Teamsbridge Bridge Limited.
I don't know where that is.
You know where the South Yorkshire Police Station is?
Yes. Yeah.
In Shepcote Lane near the American Goal.
Yeah.
We was across the road and just further up. That company closed, so we made the anti-roll bars for HGVs. Now that I'm loading HGVs here, that
yeah, I was going to say
parts for.
So long as I stay on like your walkway on that side where the office is.
Yeah.
Am I right to talk about what we see, or would you rather me be outside the gate?
I'd rather you be outside.
That's not a problem.
Yep. It's just
right. What's your name?
Thomas Denton.
Thomas.
So,
thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate it that you're coming in and you've had that bit of respect for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to be a pain. What I'm here to do is audit the place, and basically, the ones that are like you, I've had a couple that have been arsey, and I've had some that have been really good and showed me around.
Yeah.
And the ones that show you around, it really educates people on what's going off in the world, and this sort of thing is a very clever ingredients, isn't it?
There's more
but it's not heat. Well. Yeah, but I don't want to go into your trade secrets. Because that lets everyone else know. But in the sense that you're telling people how it works, how you regenerate your water, which is really good.
Well, so
it's very clever.
We start with the greener side of the product. End of the day, that's what we're selling. So we want to be giving us our customers and supplying. We supply B&Q, Tesco, Aldi, Wickes, everybody, even like petrol station forecourts. We do the kiln dry and lump our own like sustainable forests in Latvia. So we're always trying to push the green and do I mean, that's been 60 years in the making, the forest of Latvia. So I think this company's been here for 20 odd years. but
see, I don't remember this company.
it's not always.
It's not been this though, has it?
Green, no.
No.
So it used to be called CPL. It is still part of the CPL umbrella, but it's
Yeah.
now Homefire, which is more greener market.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we drive. So we start with getting the products green. Then what we need to do on site to keep the site sustainable, to keep the council permits intact, which is the dust pollution and the noise pollution. So we have a noise barrier there, which does help.
I thought that was just a prison fence, to be honest.
So we have
That'll be on the video when I take it up.
concrete stanchions all the way around, and it's just to take the edge off that noise for our neighbours. You're always going to get some complaints.
I mean, how far are you? Because the neighbours here, that way, isn't there? It's all factories.
That way, that's fine, but it's probably around 150 yards before there's a few bungalows. So what we do is we have window cleaners, we have people that go jet wash patios, cut the grass, and we keep them happy.
So do you actually do that for them, do you?
Yeah.
Is that like a?
It's a bit of a gesture, to be honest.
Come off the guy.
It's a bit of a gesture because we understand it can be frustrating.
Yeah.
That there might still be that small percentage of dust that
gets
out,
exactly.
so we try and take every measure possible. We can do what we can within our yard boundaries.
You can only do so much, can't you?
So,
but if you're giving them a little bit of something to say, look, thank you.
As harsh as it is to say, it kind of keeps them sweet.
Exactly.
If we're seen to be putting every effort in, not just to meet the council requirements, but to also exceed that and keep the neighbours happy.
Yeah.
It's kind of a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, they're happy, you're happy that they're happy, and there's no discussions.
One of our workers in logistics, she lives bang across road from me, and she gets a regular, and you think she'd be number one, and she gets no complaints. So
really?
We can only take that on chin and be quite happy with that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
is this one of your guys, is it, coming out?
Yeah.
Get off site, you know, mate.
Alright, mate.
I'm going round there anyway. It's a good place to work, mate. It's a good place to work, yeah? Is it a good place to work? You can ignore what this gentleman says.
I've been here 13 years, pal.
13?
No, it can't be that bad, can it?
Nah, you're doing well in it.
Bad. And a lot of people, some people have been here longer than myself.
Who's the oldest, what's the longest person that's been here? Not the name, sorry.
I'd probably go with the technician.
20 odd.
20 odd, yeah. Well, that's some dedication though, isn't it, for the work as well. So right, anyway, I'm going to go round, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming to see us.
Nice to meet you.
Alright, yo.
Alright. Like I said, respect is everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah,
Alright. Cheers, buddy. Oh. So, what we'll do the drain from the other side, but that's the office, that's the main office. That was a lovely guy, definitely educated in what he says, which is really good, because obviously he's just taught me quite a lot, and probably taught some of you guys quite a lot about his company. So what I'll do is I'll pick it up when I put the drone round the corner instead of walking all the way round. So guys, welcome back. This is the main yard. So let's take it up. As he said, he hasn't got any solar panels on the roof yet. But there's ways to improve. So the building to the left is also the Amazon area. They sell a lot of their products on Amazon. That's where the front gates are to the yard. That's me, that's on the crossing down below. That's another part of their yard. You can see some coal just there. Just where the yellow tubs are to the right. Just there, look.
Surprisingly, this place is very, very clean for the amount of dust that they talk about here. They got lots of pallets, as you can see. The actual roof looks like asbestos. I'm not too sure if it is though. So as we take it over, the little building in the top next to the round water, that's the office where I went round and spoke to the guy. I've had to come a little bit higher because, as you can see, then there was a couple of pigeons flying around. So this is where the coal is. That's the Amazon entrance. That's where the homemade coal is. The ingredients is something that I didn't really want to go into too much because obviously it's letting a bit of a trade secret off. As you can see, them pigeons are flying around nutty, so I had to be really careful. That's the office, top left. That's the pipework that joins the guttering that he was talking about, regenerating water. So the water goes into that big cylinder. He's got a couple of EV chargers, plenty of walkways. I thought it was an open top, but it's not. But it does look gridded, I'm not too sure. Bit of scaffold in there. Smoking shelter, I'm assuming. That's to keep the pigeons away. Fake bird on a stick. Must have had some repairs at some point. Back to the Amazon warehouse bit. That's the deliveries office. I'm stood to the left hand side of it. Don't worry guys, I'm just moving away from the pigeons. I don't know know if you can see it, but the water is spraying. I'll see it there a bit better. So this is keeping all the dust down for the neighbours. And for themselves, I suppose. So that comes from the large container around the side, which is all done through the rain off the roof. And this is part of their permit, I believe, as well, he was saying. The lorry's just turned up. So I had to bring the drone back a bit, just so I could see myself and the drone. Part of the rules are to keep it in line at all times. Apparently just there is a weighbridge. I'm not too sure whether that's true or not. The water's still spraying, so you can imagine how much water they are using to keep this dust from going over their neighbours' houses. The timing on them is around about 10 to 15 minutes at a time, so they'll stay on for about 10-15 minutes, then they'll turn off. That's the wall he was on about, and that's the properties he's concerned about, so he cuts all their gardens and gets a window cleaner in to help them out. It keeps the neighbours really sweet and tidy for them. That wall there is the barrier wall to help stop the noise. Bit of a skip there. Still waiting for this lorry to move out of the way. There we go. So, what do you reckon, guys? If it's going to a bay, then he should be able to do it in one move. That's what they said. Now, you've got to be really good at driving. I mean, them lines are pretty bang on. And for a lorry, I mean, if you've ever tried reversing with a trailer on the back of your car, you'll know it's not always easy until you get used to it. Now he's going into a bay here, but he doesn't need to be. This is a voiceover, so obviously it's more of a voiceover so people can understand. I didn't have the camera on at the time because I didn't need it on. Sometimes I turn it off to save on my battery power. So guys, this lorry is picking up for Amazon deliveries. I mean, getting in that bay there is not done bad at all, really. As you can see, the spray is still going. It's amazing on how much water these guys are using. No wonder they came up with a genius idea of using the rainwater and storing it. So he's unfastening all the side sheeting. I believe they call it curtains, sorry. The amount of clips that he's got to do. Little forklift truck there. Them pigeons really don't like me there today. I've got quite a few bays. So the forklift truck is on his way out to the Amazon area. So he's going round to the other side now to open the other curtain. So over there, that is the old pit top there. So the pit is only 300 yards away from where they now manufacture their own coal. So from mining to making your own coal. Back to the lorry with both curtains now open. .340 at the top. Here comes the Amazon orders. So my battery alarm has just come up on the drone, so I've got to come back in. But I did try and keep it rolling as much as I can to catch the actual loading on the actual lorry. The last thing I wanted to do is miss that. So as I slowly bring it in, I left it recording still, because like I said, I've not got the body camera on. As you see, the water's still spraying. It's crazy on how much they're using. And there you go, guys. And now I'll be off to pick some more up to top this lorry completely up. What a brilliant sight. very educational for me. I enjoyed it. See you in a bit.
So, guys, this is the other side, which is to the left of that place. And obviously you've got a DPV van, but you can see the sprayer there and all the coal at the back. I just thought I'd give you this little bit and I'll add it onto the video. It might be cut into another part of the video. Got a few pallets here, just here. The property itself is very, very clean. To say that, they dust it. And there you go, guys. So that's your property there, look. That's all part of it.